Hey Sunshines, welcome to week 7. This is the second part of decluttering. If you watched last week's interlude, you'll notice that I look exactly the same. It has been 10 seconds for me and a week for you, so I hope everybody is doing well. Let's jump into it. So I can't help it. I've watched Philip DeFranco for too many years. Week 7 was the second part of decluttering. I figured something out while decluttering this week, and that is I'm kind of an all or nothing person on the whole decluttering aspect. I tried to focus on my work area this week. And like I said, my work and my living are very closely tied because I've kind of been making a living selling things that used to be part of my life. So I have been a collector of many different things, but comic books and a lot of Disney stuff is probably my two biggest collections of my life, at least of like any single product or thing. So that being the case, selling stuff, like things that I once owned or own and are selling, it gets kind of connected. And I've noticed over the last few years, the water has been a little bit muddy because sometimes I'll see something and I'll think, oh, that I think is going to go up in price. Let me get it. But sometimes my brain is tricking me like, I really want that. So I think it's going to go up in price, and then it doesn't. And so I've kind of been trying to figure that out. And so it makes my whole like work/life a little bit tricky when figuring out how to organize everything. Plus, recently, I've been taking one of the things I really love to do, which is like craft with paper and things like that. And all of my excess, I will sell on eBay and like lots of different things. Not like lots of things. You know what that is. So it's made it kind of hard, like, oh, this is the stuff I'm using for papercraft, but like this is the excess stuff, so I'm gonna turn it into like it's sort of a work thing now. I don't know. It makes it a little bit weird, and again, makes it kind of difficult. Okay, so if you've gotten through that whole thing and you're still here, hi, I'm Lauren. I just want to give you a quick little who I am. If you have seen this, I'm sorry, it's going to be like a minute. Basically, my dad died earlier this year, and I've been doing this kind of project of this like year-long project of weekly individual projects and kind of like exercises to sort of deal with his loss, but also look at some of the things that I feel like kind of failed him, or he failed in the end of his life. So if you're dealing with the death of a parent, overall, that is sort of what I'm going through. So there's going to be a link to the blog down below. You can check those out, check out the other videos, see if this is the right kind of thing for you. Back to this week. I think I'm more of an all or nothing person, which means that in the coming weeks, I think I'm going to have to plan an all-out, full declutter, which is kind of scary. So, yeah, I'm not necessarily looking forward to that, but, you know, it is what it is. What have I enjoyed this week? Okay, so I learned about myself that I am an all or nothing person, which I guess is meh. I did get the house and my areas somewhat decluttered and did some general overall like cleaning and reorganizing, but I will have to go in and do kind of a deeper move things around, get rid of stuff that we don't need anymore, all of that kind of thing. On to the best part. What I've been enjoying this week and what has kind of made me happy. Well, if you have, I believe it is Hulu, the movie Prey, Prey, which is a prequel to the movie Predator, just came out on Hulu, and it is a fantastic movie. Predator is always going to be iconic, and there wouldn't be another movie, any other movies without it. But I think Prey is actually a better movie, as well as being like just an awesome Predator movie. So I would say if you like any of that stuff, there's obviously horror elements. If you are at all interested, check it out. Acting is fantastic. It's beautiful, and it's a really great story. And you have a totally kick-ass heroine, so it's really nice, and a very cute dog. And spoiler alert, the dog makes it to the end, which was very important to me, for me to know, because I was very worried about him at places, and someone had told me he made it, and even knowing it, I was like, oh my god, are you going to be okay? So yeah, dog's fine. I won't tell you about any of the people, but the dog is okay. All right, so that's kind of been like my favorite thing this week. I also have been doing some card making, and I'm doing it a little differently than I had been, and trying to make them a little bit more intricate and stuff. If I think of it, I will insert a picture of the ones I just made. And that is pretty much it for this week. Again, we have Sunshine here. Yeah, I don't think he's thrilled that I've basically been holding on to him this whole time, because he was barking at the wind. Were you? Yeah, just, oh no. Will you even, or do you forgive me? No. Okay. So, here's your Sunshine serotonin, and I hope you have a fantastic week, and I believe everything is back to normal. So yes, thank you so much, and say bye.